New York City, the cultural capital of the world, a beacon of hope and opportunity for those who brave to journey to it. A city where anything is possible. A city that inspires even the lowest amongst us. Of course, I, Rosalie Mullican, have never been there, so please don't judge me too hard if I narrate this inaccurately, okay?
I have no choice but to trust you. New York City isn't even real anyway.
It is, but anyway, it's a city that is known for its rats. But of course, we're not playing literal rats here right now. That would be silly. But another type of creature, sometimes derisively called sewer rats, are what we're playing today. Grant, I have made you a character sheet for a kindred of Clan Nosferatu for this introduction to the world of darkness.
Yeah, my character is Willard, who is a pretty new vampire. Would he know anything about the vampire clans in this game?
Well, no, because he's literally a baby. He just got born last night, but you don't need to worry about it anyway, because it doesn't matter right now, or in the immediate future. We're not going to be dealing with clans in this game. Share some traits with your sire, like how ugly you are.
I'm ugly? No!
Yes, it's a bane. Your character gets a penalty to rolls to disguise their ugly mug. It's honestly not the worst bane you can get. Like, some vampires take damage when they feed because they're just too empathetic. Some have vampirically enhanced mental illness. Some struggle to resist the urge to beat the shit out of people when they get mad. The other part of your bane is also that you have the repulsive flaw. It's a feature on your character sheet that causes ongoing problems for Willard. Because he's so ugly, you have to subtract dice from certain rolls.
I also have a flaw here that says silver hurts me.
Yes, not all kindred are harmed by things like holy water and silver, but you are. I guess it might be psychological or something. Like, I wonder if you had never heard that myth. Like, if culture did not have these ideas about what could harm vampires, maybe that wouldn't be an issue.
Okay, so I'm ugly and silver hurts. What kind of stuff helps me?
You have your advantages, merits, and backgrounds. A lot of these were already established for Willard before he got like his haven. How this millennial guy with a degree in performing arts managed to own real estate in New York City before he died, I will never know.
Hey, it's a world of darkness, but I can still dream, okay?
Some other advantages could be like if you're particularly rich, attractive, famous, or if you have a good network of people that can help you out in the pinch, contacts, mentors, whatever. And speaking of mentors, Willard, your sire is waiting for you outside your haven when you emerge that night. Every night when you start moving, you might get a little hungrier, so make me a rouse check. You just are going to roll me 1d10.
I rolled a 2. So I failed my rouse check.
All right, so your hunger goes up by 1 point. You should be at 2 now.
Hey, how come we start at 1 and not 0?
The only way to completely satisfy your hunger is to completely drain a human. Did you commit a murder last night?
I hope not.
There you go. Being hungry isn't always bad, since being hungrier means you have more of a chance of rolling messy crits and really wrecking shit when you're in a fight or something, but you could also have a bestial failure and have to act according to your beast's worst impulses. Or if you let your hunger get too high and you smell fresh blood, you'd have to make a willpower roll to not lose control. And frenzies are also a thing that can happen if something provokes your beast into a fury or you're particularly terrified. If those happen, and you don't have the willpower to resist it, then the storyteller gets to take control of what happens next, and it's not going to be good for you. So Joan is your sire. She is an extremely tall woman with very frizzy, puffy red hair, and she covers up from her nose down with this giant scarf or cowl. There might be a couple scarves involved in it. You can't really be sure because she does wear entirely black and they kind of blend into each other. I don't know if you're startled to see her outside or if you were expecting this, but she is not moving and just standing next to your door when you open it.
Oh, hello. Would you like to come in? I have some questions.
We can walk and talk. Come.
I follow.
How are you adjusting to your new life, Willard?
It's weird. Food doesn't taste the same.
Oh, you tried to taste food?
tried to,
Oh,
yes.
poor thing.
I can't touch silver anymore, I noticed. And most importantly, I feel like I'm starving.
You haven't figured out how to feed?
No, I haven't tried besides eating the food that I couldn't taste.
You must not be hungry enough yet, but it's fine if you don't want to let it get to the point where it's instinctual. I can show you how vampires feed. Come on.
Wait, like with sucking blood and biting people and stuff?
Traditionally, yes.
I don't want to hunt other people. Is there any other way I can, well, eat without harming people?
Oh, so this is a great chance for us to talk about humanity. So we have these chronicle tenets that everyone at the table has agreed upon at our session 0. Never deny true love, never expose children to violence, and always aid other rats in need. And your character also has his own personal convictions too from when he was alive.
Oh, yeah, make other people feel welcome is one of my personal ones, right?
Yeah, and if you fly off the handle and kill a guy, that's not really making him feel welcome. So you would have to take a stain on your humanity and need to make a remorse check to see if you regret it, or your vampiric nature wins and you become closer to just being a feral, hungry monster.
Okay, so let's go hunting so that doesn't happen.
Wonderful idea. Thank you so much for suggesting it. So Joan is going to guide you to some alleyway where she knows you can find a little snack that doesn't speak a human language. She's going to encourage you to use one of your obfuscate powers to stay hidden and sneak up on this rat. There's a lot of different types of vampire powers. Super strength, super speed, mind control, just being really charming and handsome, but we know you're not handsome, so your guy here is really good at hiding.
Okay, so unseen passage. It says it costs 1 rouse check. Let me roll. Shit, that's another failure. So I can't be hidden then?
Nope, it still works. You just get hungrier.
Hell yeah.
Catching a rat when you're hidden is a pretty straightforward task. It's pretty easy. You do it every night if you're a vampire who eats rats. So this test is just going to be a difficulty of 2 successes. Most tests in this game use an attribute plus a skill. Attributes are like your big overarching natural stats that you have as a person, and skills are things that can be learned. Sometimes you get to add more dice from advantages that you have, or if you're using a discipline power. But in this case, for the attribute, I'm gonna go with dexterity, and I think athletics is the most fitting skill here.
I have 3 dots in dexterity, but nothing in athletics, so that's only 3 dice.
And all 3 of those are going to be hunger dice, since your hunger is at 3. You can always add another 2 by doing a blood search and rolling a rouse check if you'd rather roll more.
Yeah, sure, why not? More dice is fun. That one was a success.
Great! And again, even if you failed, you'd still get to add those dice to this pool. You just would have gotten hungrier again. So right now you're going to roll 5d10 and make 3 of them a different color to differentiate them as your hunger dice.
1 to 5 is a failure, right? And 6 and above is success?
Yes.
Haha, cool. Well, I have 1 success and the rest are failures.
Do you want to take a point of damage to your willpower to re-roll some of those dice? You'll be less likely to resist frenzy later, but the options there, you'd get to re-roll up to 3 of the non-hunger dice, which would be 2 here.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, no.
Well, it's a good thing not much can happen here to fuck up your night, I guess. I didn't expect you to fail that. I think the way this happens is that Willard does manage to catch the rat, but he grabs it in a way that it still manages to turn its head. But he still grabs it in a way that it turns its head and gets a good chomp on his hand. And he drops it in surprise because even if it's not that painful, because you're a vampire now, it's still very startling.
Ow, it bit me. Things can still hurt? Ah!
Usually they don't act that much like an infant. I've embraced multiple children. Do you want to try it again?
I'll think about it. Right now I'm just I'm just trying to calm down. This is all just so new for me. I don't know a lot about being a vampire. I didn't know vampires were even real until a few nights ago, and I'm just really hungry and I can't focus. That's all.
It will be okay. There are many secrets to learn.
Will anything happen to that rat since I bit it?
It's probably bleeding out somewhere. I wouldn't concern yourself with it. If it survives, you can find it and hunt it and eat it later. Or you can just be friends.
Okay, I guess I won't worry about it then.
Another rat. Do you want me to catch this one for you? Or would you like to try again?
Yes, please.
So, Joan finds another target, and Willard does manage to sate some of his hunger. Not much, because it is just a rat. How much blood could it have?
I hope I did it right, at least. It feels a little bit better. If there's ever a moment during my time in this world where I need you, Joan, you'll be able to help me, right?
Of course. The one who introduced you to this world is always with you somehow. You may even hear my voice some nights, although I'm not going to be there to step in and change fate, wherever you may be.
As long as you're willing to help, I suppose.
I'll teach you all the rules.
And so we follow a young rat through the sewers of New York City, happening upon another city, yes, bleeding out in a smaller, tighter alleyway. But at some point, after the loss of blood and consciousness, waking back up in the only city they've ever known as home. By the saints, I'm alive. I thought they were gonna eat me, and I'm alive? Eating, though. Wow, I am so hungry.